Hey everyone, and welcome to Base Watches. Grand Seiko has certainly become a favorite among watch enthusiasts. As the brand has gained international recognition, more and more people are appreciating the unique offerings of this special Japanese brand. Despite the challenge of selecting only a few, I gathered what I consider to be the top 5 Grand Seiko references of the modern era, although it's a tough task that may not sit well with all the die-hard fans out there. Let's start with one of the most well-known and acclaimed Grand Seiko pieces, the White Birch. The winner of the 2021 GPHE Men's Watch Prize, as well as the Red Dot Design Awards Best of the Best in 2022, its dial is evocative of the white birch tree forests that surround the Grand Seiko Studio Shizukuishi, where all 9S mechanical Grand Seiko watches are manufactured and assembled. It's quite athletic and sporty, so 40mm feels very appropriate. It's intended as an everyday watch, something my mind doesn't quite wrap itself around when confronted by a nearly 5-figure price tag. If you can forget that number, you can appreciate that it's a robust watch that can take a smack or two. The 100 meters water resistance and screw-down speed to this as well. The height, which is on the reserve side for a GS, is also mitigated by cleverly curved lugs that wrap around the wrist, making the watch hug tight. And of course, there's the 9SA5 movement. It's easy to forget, given that there is so much going on with the case and dial, that inside is a piece of genuine haute horology. This is a next-level caliber from a brand that brings together years of research with proprietary technologies, such as their use of MEMS, and decades of experience. The result is the only 80-hour caliber with a frequency of 36,000 beats per hour on the market as far as I am aware. In conclusion, the Grand Seiko White Birch is a masterpiece of elegance and craftsmanship. The Grand Seiko SBGH 255 is a timepiece that represents the renowned craftsmanship, precision, and elegance that Grand Seiko is celebrated for. Anyone familiar with the SBEX01 or Grand Seiko's excellent spring drive divers already knows without looking at the official measurements that the Grand Seiko High Beat 3600 Professional 600 meters divers SBGH 255 is going to be a large watch, and it is. Planet-sized even. At a hulking 46.9mm by 17mm thick, it shirks the steadily growing trend of smaller watches and unapologetically goes in the opposite direction. The SBGH 255 owes its surprisingly comfortable fit to the high-intensity titanium construction, which keeps the weight down, and the case's short, downward curving lugs which hug the wrist with little overhang. Like the rest of Seiko's high-end divers, the case is fitted with an L-shaped gasket that precludes the need for a helium release valve and thus makes the watch suitable even for saturation diving. Inside, Seiko's 9S85 high beat movement is designed, assembled, and adjusted at the Shizukuishi Watch Studio, where all Grand Seiko mechanical watches come to life. Oscillating at 10 beats per second, this 36,000 vibrations per hour caliber still manages an impressive 55-hour power reserve and a claimed accuracy of +5 to -3 seconds per day. In conclusion, the Grand Seiko SBGH 255 is likely to reflect the brand's commitment to quality, craftsmanship, and precision. Grand Seiko's darling amongst watch collectors the world over, the Snowflake gets its name from its delicately decorated dial, which resembles freshly fallen snow. It's also incredibly precise thanks to its smooth, sweeping spring drive movement, which pairs the soul of a mechanical watch with the accuracy of quartz. While the Snowflake is named and known for its dial, its high-intensity titanium case shouldn't be overlooked. Measuring 41 by 49 by 12.5mm puts it on the larger side, especially for a time-only everyday sports watch. It also features deceptively clever geometry, a strength of both Grand Seiko and Seiko, allowing it to look and wear smaller and thinner than expected. Additionally, thanks to being titanium, it is 30% lighter than it would have been had it been made of steel. As with the textured dial, at a glance or from afar, the case might seem classic and straightforward, only revealing itself under closer inspection. From above, long, thick lugs flow from one side to the other, enwrapping a polished bezel. A 6mm crown sits slightly nestled in the side at 3 when screwed in. One of the first tricks of the eye this case plays comes from the mix of finishing and how it is used to make the case appear to drop off at the edge of the bezel. In conclusion, the Grand Seiko Snowflake is an iconic timepiece that perfectly embodies the elegance and craftsmanship that Grand Seiko is celebrated for. Named after the Japanese word for heartbeat, the SLGT-03 Kodo Constant Force Tourbillon is the most visually dramatic watch in Grand Seiko's repertoire and spent almost a decade in development. The first watch in history to combine a tourbillon and a constant force mechanism as one unit on a single axis, its open-work construction, and the musical quality of its constant force carriage rotation make this watch a sight to behold. On the wrist, the Kodo is, as I expected, a formidable presence. Its 43.8 mm diameter and 12.9 mm thickness ensure that you cannot forget you have it on. But it's not big for this kind of watch really, and even if it were smaller and more slender, this isn't the kind of watch capable of receding into the background. From the side, you can see that the case has a gentle curve to it, with wrist-hugging lugs and a box crystal that provides a significant portion of the finished watch's height. We also see that the 6-slotted screw style found throughout the movement has also been used to attach the strap at the lugs. Conventional screws on the back secure the see-through case back. Driving the Grand Seiko Kodo Constant Force Tourbillon SLGT-03 is the Caliber 9 ST1. Derived from the T0 concept movement from 2020, creating the Caliber 9 ST1 was more than an exercise in miniaturization. The majority of the components from the T0 had to be redesigned and re-engineered for production. In conclusion, the Grand Seiko Kodo Constant Force Tourbillon is a true masterpiece that marries the worlds of horology and art. It wasn't until 2007 that Grand Seiko first introduced a chronograph into the collection, and it took another 16 years for them to unveil their first mechanical chronograph, but it was well worth the wait. The SLGC001 Tentagraph's name refers to how its 9SC5 movement features 10 beats per second, has a 3-day power reserve, and how it's an automatic chronograph. The Grand Seiko Tentagraph is a sizable watch, measuring a substantial 43.2 mm in diameter and 15.3 mm in thickness. Most mechanical watches of this profile are top-heavy on the wrist, which isn't a good thing. Fortunately, the Tentagraph isn't like most watches. The watch is crafted in lightweight titanium, which is 30% more scratch-resistant and, importantly, lighter than stainless steel. This helps to bring down the weight of the watch head. For added comfort and security, the lugs are gently curved to fit the contours of the wrist. The case is also fitted with a scratch-resistant black ceramic bezel with a tachymeter scale, a popular design for sports chronographs these days. To round things off nicely, the case is matched with a titanium bracelet with a 3-fold clasp. Driving the Grand Seiko Tentagraph is the new 60-jewel Caliber 9 SC5. The movement is based on the 2020 Caliber 9 SA5 that was first fitted with the dual impulse escapement, an in-house developed escapement with greater efficiency than the classic lever escapement. As they say, better late than never. Grand Seiko's long overdue foray into the world of mechanical chronograph watches was well worth the wait. If you found this video informative and enjoyable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Base Watches for more insightful content about the world of horology. And if you're interested in any of the watches featured in this video, be sure to check out the links in the description for more details. Until next time, keep ticking and stay stylish with Base Watches. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.